Okay. Motion to open into public session?
So moved.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Melody, do you have that? Okay. Please note that Trustee O'Connor is not available this evening. He sent his regrets and best wishes for a wonderful meeting. At this time, we will take resident comments on agenda items only. Okay. Motion for acceptance of warrants? Yes? Yes, on agenda items only. Agenda items only.
In regards to letter F,
Good evening, please state your name.
I would
You're
love
on
to
camera now.
give you my name. Edward Caperna,
Thank
Vice
you.
President of USWAM,
Thank you.
represent the union for the drivers, mechanics, et cetera, et cetera. In regards to letter F, memo of agreement from USWAM. I can read this. On behalf of the USWAM negotiating team, its executive board, and our members, I would like to announce that we have ratified a contract agreement with the Mahopac Central School District. We would like to thank the school board and its negotiating team, but especially Leslie Mancuso and Mike Mongan for being part of the sit-down. USWAM workers are loyal, conscientious, and have the best interests of Mahopac Central School District and the community. These were long, difficult negotiations, but the parties kept coming back to the table, kept working at getting a deal in place. For that, we thank you. The union looks forward to working with the district in the future to make sure we continue to give the best services to the families in the community and make further progress in future negotiations. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Caperna. Thank you very much for that. We appreciate it. Motion for acceptance of the warrants?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Approval of the board minutes for December 14th.
So moved.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much. And we are up to the superintendent's report.
Good evening. Tonight is an auspicious night. It's a night for new beginnings. It's a celebration. It's been a pleasure being here in Mahopac, and I'm honestly honored to have been among what I consider one of the finest school districts in the nation. We've been unfortunately challenged in the past few weeks with weather that has taken 4 snow days. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that we do not have any more, but Mother Nature can be quite fickle. I would like to thank our transportation workers for the diligence that they put into not only laying salt, but removing snow, and also the oversight of Pam Romeo and her team, and lastly, George Prine for cleaning our sidewalks and our parking lots. We can cross our fingers, but the next snow days that we have are going to be unfortunately taking away from spring break. So let us think hard and think of warm days in the near future. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. The Board of Education Committee reports, unfortunately, due to the weather, committees did not meet this month yet. We've had a few postponements and reschedules, so hopefully we will have reports ready for you next month, and they'll be very fruitful because we have a lot of catching up to do. Is the most executive here this evening? Yay, come on up. Hi. Yeah, you come up.
You can speak from the podium.
Yes, you could all go together and just, yay.
So we'll start by introducing ourselves. I'm the Student Government Executive President, Morgan Kirby.
I'm the senior class president, Nick Hayes.
And I'm the Executive Vice President, Alyssa Baker. So this year for most, each grade, well, every year we usually do this, we assign a charity to each grade. So for seniors, we are currently working on a scrapbooking project for Maria Ferrari Children's Hospital. The junior class is working on a fundraiser for United for the Troops. They actually did that earlier in the year. They raised money, or not money, they raised non-perishable goods for United for the Troops and sent them to Afghanistan earlier in the year.
The sophomores are donating some of their money to the Red Cross Foundation. Freshmen's also doing community cares. And we usually do a lot of bake sales to raise money, and then at the end of the year, we donate a lot of that to charities and stuff. And we raise money for prom and a lot of that stuff, so.
And also the executive committee, we had a meeting with Dr. Lawrence a few weeks ago actually, and we just kind of went over his plans or his vision for what he saw his relationship being with student government in the future. And we were really pleasantly surprised that he definitely wanted a strong relationship with us in terms of communicating with the students through the student government. So we're definitely excited to see how that relationship continues in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have the consent agenda. Are there any items for removal? And I would like to ask the board members at this point, are there any items you would like to remove for further discussion? I would like to remove 2 and 7. Okay. I would just like to take a moment to wish Mr. Clamser well in his future endeavors, and thank you for your service to the district. And I would like to welcome Ms. Deborah Legato, who will be the interim HR Assistant Superintendent for the town. Thank you. Welcome to the family. Thank you so much. At this moment, I'd also like to get a motion to consent to add addendum A to the agenda. Motion to
So moved.
accept. I will read it. Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Be it resolved that the Board of Education hereby approves the separation agreement and release entered into the Mahopac Central School District and Dr. Dennis Creedon on January 18th, 2018. A fully executed copy will be filed with the district clerk. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Motion to add addendum B to the agenda, to the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second? Be it resolved that the Board of Education hereby approves the employment agreement between the Mahopac Central School District and Anthony DiCarlo for the period of February 26, 2018 through February 25, 2023, and authorizes the Board of Education President to execute the employment agreement on the Board of Education's behalf. A fully executed copy will be filed with the district clerk. Motion to approve? Motion to accept? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. At this time, I would just like to say a few words. Yes. Oh, yes, so we have to get back to business. Motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
All in favor? Thank you. Did you get that, Melody? Okay. At this time, I would like to say that it's my pleasure on behalf of the Board of Education to announce a new superintendent, Mr. Anthony DiCarlo. We are very excited, and thank you for saying yes to us. We're proud of the search process and how it was conducted, and I want to thank the committee members that are here that were there that evening when we had the two finalists, and they were part of the process, and we thank you very much for that, for your time and your effort. That was really important for us in the community, and that you had a voice, so thank you so much. We're confident that Mr. DiCarlo's leadership, his career experience, and his love of the community, because he lives here and he's a resident, so we know that, will take us to the next levels of education. And I would be remiss if I didn't thank Dr. Creedon. I have so many words of gratitude for Dr. Creedon. He has not only been a true gentleman, but a true professional through the whole process. He really has made it very seamless and has given us lots of advice during the process. And we really want to thank you so much for being with us and continue to be with us. And we know Dr. Creedon will be a consultant during the time through the end of the school year to be there for us and for Anthony DiCarlo. But it's been a true pleasure working with you and your commitment to the community. And I really want to thank you because it's been an honor sitting by you. And we have you for another month, but thank you so much for the whole process. So thank you.
Thank you. I would simply like to say that I am extremely excited that Mr. DiCarlo is coming into the Mahopac family as our next superintendent. As someone who is from Mahopac, who knows the town, knows its backstories, and as I've said many times, Mahopac there are those moments when it can be rumor central. He'll be able to see through the rumors very quickly because he's part of the community. So I will do everything possible in the next month, as well as throughout the end of this school year, to be of support and to make sure that the transition is not only seamless, but that you are totally prepared on the first day, because the children and our students deserve nothing less. All of us are only here for a moment in time. The most important thing that any of us can do is to be of service and to keep the focus for where it needs to be: the students and their well-being and education. And on behalf of my leadership team, I would simply like to thank the Mahopac community for welcoming me, because, as I said on my first day, Mahopac is a slice of heaven. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Creedon. And at this time, I would ask Mr. DiCarlo to please come up and introduce yourself to the community and please say a few words, which I know you have more than a few, but we do have a light reception afterwards, so we hope everyone will stay and join us, and we'll be outside.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good evening, President Mancuso, Vice President Mangan, Trustees Bell, Kazari, Hunter, Musafra, and Simone, as well as Mr. O'Connor, who are not here. To the Central Office Administration, Building Administration, teachers, parents, faculty, community at large, this is a dream come true. I am so honored to be here in front of you tonight, and I want to thank the Board of Education and the interview committee for giving me this honor to serve in the community in which I love. My wife and I, Rosemary, and for those of you who don't know, Rosemary DiCarlo is my wife. Everybody knows her by Miss Rose, and sometimes doesn't make the connection on who she is. My wife and I moved into this community 18 years ago. My 4 children, Anthony, Daniel, Mark, and Dana, went through the Mahopac school system, and they got a first-class education by dedicated faculty and staff. When I think about Mahopac, I think about students, and there are hopes, there are dreams, and we're here for them. That's what we love about education. I'm looking very much forward to working with building administrators, central office administrators, parents, teachers, and faculty, and sitting down and talking about and looking about our strategic roadmap. My first couple of months, I'm going to be listening, and doing more listening. I'm going to be out and about. I'm going to be in schools with kids, in the community, at events. Some of you know me, some of you may not know me. I bleed blue and I bleed gold. I'm honored to be here tonight. But the most important thing is it's all about the kids. And the most important thing is that I'm thinking about creating, all of us, what I call the Mahopac way, and really holding on to the traditions of Mahopac, I think, which we all hold in our heart. But also really explaining and working with students and promoting emotional, physical, social, intellectual advancement, working with them, and really getting them ready to meet the challenges, as we know that an ever-changing world will be for them to challenge themselves as they leave Mahopac and go on to further their lives. I'm honored to be here. I really, really look forward to working with you and together. And it's going to be a journey. And I want to quote Buddha, following quote from Buddha: "Having a proper attitude toward a journey is essential. We must be fully involved in the process of the journey rather than be fixed on the destination. We are not looking for quick solutions, but willing to be open, precise, and through our relationship with ourselves and one another, we can all work to that journey's end." I thank you, and I look forward to working with all of you on our new journey. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you. Thank you and congratulations again. At this time, we are for resident comments. Are there any resident comments at this time? No? Okay. Motion to close.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Thank you for coming this evening. Welcome again, Mr. DiCarlo. And thank you for everyone for coming. We'll be outside for light refreshments. Thank you so much.